Live.
Awesome sauce. Hello, everyone. Yeah, your eyes not deceive you. This is Awesome Sauce Radio on a Friday night. I am still your host, Blind Adam Wonders, the comic pimp. And, yeah, we're doing a special Friday night. We have an amazing guest coming up. He will be here in a couple of minutes. Hopefully at the dot at 7. Hopefully there will be no technical difficulties. And boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka, boom shakalaka, boom, yo. Dogs in the background sleeping. I had the weirdest dinner of all time. Lasagna soup. I don't recommend it. It was decent enough, but man, it just, I don't know. Like at the beef. The beef broth was kind of a little weird. So, but it was still somewhat tasty. Yeah, so that's just how that works. I also want to say I finally watched Mutant Mayhem, and it was awesome sauce. Not gonna spoil it. I just wish I didn't pay the $19.95, but what are you gonna do? I didn't want to wait. It will be on Paramount Plus soon, to what I'm told. They do not have released it yet. Also, caught up on old school TMNT cartoons because they're awesome. The ones 87 through like 94-ish, 95-ish. And that Thirst Dive episode still holds up. It's still amazing. Yeah. Can't wait to talk to my guest about all this kind of stuff. We're going to be doing Turtles Everything tonight. TMNT. Yeah. And that's just how that rolls, man. I turn the phone back on just in case. Ooh, I got an alarm set. Like, oh my god, we got the alarm set. Like, oh my god. We have a control center on the phone. Like, oh my god. But no matter what. All right, dear AT&T, if I get one more email, one more phone call, one more text about the stupid, moronic iPhone 15, I'm gonna write you a very nasty letter. In fact, on Tuesday, I'm gonna do a whole grind my gears segment as we dedicated to your spamming me about your damn iPhone 15.
Sir, you know you can unsubscribe to those emails and texts, correct?
Yeah, I do.
Just saying.
Yeah, but but occasionally I get other things from them that I actually want to know about. They're just really hyping this up like really, really, really hard.
Meh.
And everyone's gonna spend like $1,200 plus. Look at me, I'm super special. I have an iPhone 15. Yay! I'm awesome. Whoop-de-doo. This iPhone 6S, works just as good as your 15. That's all the same things. Yours may have a little bit more bell whistles, but at the end of the day, it's still a phone with a camera, with other stuff. Back in the day, I'm sure nowadays you can have Leonardo text Michelangelo and tell him about great pizza. What I was surprised through, Mutant Mayhem for the Pizza Hut promotion. They actually brought back that big New Yorker. I was looking on eBay and different things that I saw, and yeah, it was awesome. It was amazing, and Like some of these Pizza Hut promo items from the past for TMNT go for decent money. Like you did not realize that the TMNT coming out of their shells tour poster and book goes for like $20 plus. Like some of the old school 1990 movie promo posters from Pizza Hut are $50 plus. I was like, holy cow. There was a demo copy of the first movie from 1990, 91 that you can only get from Pizza Hut. It's like $100 plus. I was like shocked. I actually think that VHS tapes are going to become like the next big time collectible. Just so that you can grade them for CGC. Yeah, if you don't hear me cursing and ranting and raving right now, because I'm trying to keep the first like 10 to 15 plus minutes of the show family friendly. I know that's like a foreign concept to this audience, but we're going to try it out. You know, it's one of those things where I got to be family friendly for a little bit. All right, my good friends over at Bird City Comics has a really sweet Harley Quinn back to school variant. You know, I just got a text about it, so if you guys go to birdcitycomics.com, you may be able to check that out. I will show an image in a later podcast, and hopefully, if it doesn't sell out in 5 minutes, maybe I'll get some myself.
All right.
Adam, stop. Yeah.
Kevin's here, but something's going on with the camera.
Oh, there we go.
There he is.
It was duct tape. Hey guys, how are you?
Good.
We're good. We're good.
How are you?
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you as well.
Friday.
Well, everyone, our special guest for the next couple of minutes, the legendary co-creator of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles himself, Kevin Eastman. Oh, welcome to Awesome Sauce Radio.
Thanks, Adam. Pleasure to be back here with you guys. Nice hanging out with you on this lovely day. Perfect way to spend the afternoon.
And that's great. Early evening over on my side of the country. How have things been since the last time you've been on?
Say that again. I'm sorry. I heard.
How have things been since the last time you've been on?
Oh, good. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we've been so busy. Yeah, it's been a while since so we try to get these press cycles in to come hang out and visit with you guys every couple of months. But I think, yeah, it was late fall, and since the last time we talked, and we, survived a wonderful tour of Australia with our friends in Supernova. So we went down under and hung out with a bunch of turtle fans down there.
That's awesome.
Of course, San Diego Comic-Con was thrown in the middle.
Unfortunately, I missed you at Amazing Las Vegas Comic-Con because that line wrapped around the block.
That was insanity. Yeah, we love, in Las Vegas, of course. The shows it just seemed like to me the summer was here and then gone in a blink of an eye, and which no complaints. We love getting out there and touring and doing all that, but cranking on deadlines for Last Ronin Part 2, which we're on track to hit our bi-monthly schedule, and the first issue will drop in December. So we're
nice. What was the mindset behind doing a sequel to Last Ronin?
Yeah. Well, basically, we really fell in love with the Roninverse, as we call it, when we created it during, from 2020 to late 2021. I think the collective finally came out, early 2022. But we loved the Roninverse, and we felt there were other stories to tell in that world, and that led to the idea of trying to come up with a sequel that we felt the story was strong enough and warranted us doing. So while we started that process, we did a series called Lost Years and a special called Lost Day, and those featured a story that was kind of we call it a prequel, sequel, prequel, if that makes sense.
It was a nice, time swapping story, which was beautifully told.
Yeah, it was because we love this because we had this moment where in issue 4 of Last Ronin, where Michelangelo goes to Japan, finds out what happens there, and then begins this journey that takes about 16 years which brings them back to page 1 of Last Ronin issue 1. So that was the beginning. So we wanted to show what happened on that journey. At the same time, we wanted to show what has happened with the new turtles since we showed you them in that final panel of issue number 5 of Last Ronin. So each of the 5 issues of Lost Years take place 3 years apart. So each time you come in, you see the newer turtles 3 years older, and you see Michelangelo having gone 3 years further in his journey. And so that was as a setup, which by the time you get to issue 5 of Lost Years, we get to go straight into, it would lead us straight into Last Ronin 2, which is titled Re-Evolution. And so,
and that's going to deal mostly with the new batch of turtles that were in that panel at the end that, Casey, basically decides to, raise as her own.
Yeah, it was like April basically engineered them, which we'll address. Casey Marie trained them with the Splinters Journal that we see as an important path that Michelangelo followed in his 16-year journey in Lost Years. So she trains him with Splinters Journal as kind of the Holy Grail, or his ode to all things training that he wants for develop for his turtles. And so she trains him and becomes basically their sensei, their main.
That's amazing! I cannot wait for this.
It's good. It's I don't say that easily, because to me it's always about making the story as important and everything that we want it to be, to say what we want it to be. So it really took some time to make sure that everything that we put together makes is something that really works. It's a very strong story, and I'm very proud of it. So
that's awesome. Do you have any big plans for the upcoming 40th anniversary of the TMNT?
There's a lot of things being discussed. Some that started early this year, not only with potentially special collectible items, maybe some toys, maybe some other images or prints or things like that. For us personally, Courtney and I, we've added more shows than we normally do. So it'll be a big, I think we're gonna do 15 plus shows next year.
Wow.
And that's a lot for us. It's not, we do about 12 a year anyway, which is, so we're going somewhere once a month, and any more than that. And suddenly it's like, as soon as you're getting home, you might as well,
you might as well not even unpack at that point.
Exactly. Exactly. But, but I know that
my next 2 months coming up with a couple cons I have coming up. So.
Yeah. yeah. So and so there is a lot of talk and a lot of things that we'll announce our tour schedule usually by December 1st, so people know we're going to be starting then, so we can so we can plan, everybody can plan. But as we are allowed to reveal more stuff of what's special event stuff that's going to happen for next year, we'll be sure to let you guys know.
Awesome. This comes from my partner in crime, Calamity Collectibles. Any chance that we'll ever see either the Dream Beavers or Ice Cream Katie make it into the comics?
I'd love it. It's like because we're on the other side of all things turtles. We still are rocking through a incredibly awesome run by the amazing Sophie Campbell, which her run that started at 101 will run through issue 150. And but I know that there's Ice Cream Kitty was one of those things that I wanted to see be utilized not only as a collectible item as out there as a merchandise, but also more in the stories. But we'll see. And Dreamweavers, those are always fun. So we'll not saying no, not saying yes, but stay tuned.
Awesome sauce.
Awesome sauce.
What makes Sophie Campbell one of the better modern TMNT writers for the main book?
What I discovered, and not that I'm taking anything away from some of the people that we've worked with, because they've been awesome.
But the Turtles has some great creative people over the years.
What's that?
I said the TMNT's been blessed with some great creative talent over the years.
Oh my goodness, yeah, you're so right. But I know for a fact that Sophie Sophie's introduction to the Turtles was she discovered it in the role playing game as a role playing game first. She was really into that um, uh, um, genre, if you will, and then led to at a very young age to also discover, that led to the Turtles, and then so a lifelong exposure and fondness and love for the Turtles. So her knowledge of expands the entire turtle history. So she's been a fan and been associated with it, and then been aware of it, had been immersed in it for pretty much her whole life. And so when you bring that kind of experience to writing stories, whether it be not only just as a skilled writer being able to put a good story, but also to pull key moments and key characters and things that she wants to pick from different turtle universes and bring them into the into the storyline. It's she's great at it, and because she's very passionate about the Turtles, and I think that's a big help.
That's awesome. As we start marching up towards the later 150s and the early 200s, any other, please tell me you're not going to kill off another turtle for another big event.
No, nothing.
It's like issue 50, you kill off Shredder. Issue 100, you kill Splinter.
Well, it was some of those things that we feel like with any of those things, I feel like we're kind of geared towards story first, and so it's not we don't none of it's staged for sort of like, hey, if we do something like this, maybe it'll sell more books or things like that. But it is
Amazon stop.
Story wise, we just want to make sure it fits and it works, and is all that in a bag of socks. We just want it to work.
That's awesome.
But no plans on killing anybody else off anytime soon. So.
That's awesome. How are we on time?
I think we've got a few more minutes. I think. Yeah, we can go another few minutes.
All right, cool. So any chance that we'll see more with Jenica in the near future?
I'm sorry. Say that again, please.
Anything more with Jenica?
Oh yes, I know that there's going to be a Jenica shoot-off series as that's on the books for let me see. Will it start this year? Probably next year. No, it won't be ready in time. But I know that Jenica's will have her own miniseries, which is awesome. We're excited about that, and yeah, stay tuned for that because it's pretty exciting. I don't want to. I don't know what IDW has put out there for information on it, so this could be great.
I haven't seen anything in solicit yet, so probably nothing at this point. But hopefully, if I New York Comic Con, we'll have something. She's one of my favorites, so I think it'll be at New York Comic Con this year. I have a female friend of mine who's going to be cosplaying as Jenica one day.
Yeah, that would be. We're big fans of. That was one of the additions to the series last year. That was. A series that when we brought Jenica into the series, that I'm glad that she was received as well as she has been, and will remain an important part of the turtle history, especially going forward. So.
That's awesome. And last but not least, any updates on Drawing Blood or the Ravishing Ragdoll rearranged ragdolls?
Yeah, actually, we have great news. We did announce, and we haven't done a follow-up press release yet because we just locked in within the last 2 weeks. We announced at San Diego Comic-Con that as we race to finish the second volume for some incredibly awesome and patient Kickstarter supporters, which we are nearing the end. We actually brought in a new inker to help Ben, a fantastic artist named Jason Moore. But we're going to be publishing it through Image. Going to start with issue 1 in February, and that'll run monthly through till all 12 issues are complete, as well as individual issues of the Ragdolls will be sprinkled throughout that entire run. So lots of big and good news coming on that as well.
That is awesome. As always, I thank you for coming on the show. I thank you for the friendship, and I thank you for always supporting Awesome Sauce Radio.
It is my absolute pleasure, Adam. It's a great to always be with you, and we'll keep sending the notices out when we do another one of these. You're top of the list, so we'll make sure you get the notification.
As always, tell Courtney and Jasmine that I say thank you for making a dream come true, and I thank them also for all the support and help.
Awesome, my friend. Appreciate you.
All right, take care.
You too. Talk soon. All right.
Yep.
Bye.
All right.
Yeah. I think what we'll do is we will while I regain my composure and stop fanboying out for a minute, we're gonna play the Hostess fruit pies ad from TMNT.
No doubt.
Like I said, I did have a question about this, but I was only allowed a certain amount of time, so I had to respect the next podcast coming on after me.
Okay, the commercial for the fruit pies.
Yep.
Gotcha. Is this it? Wait, I'm confused. No, okay, I'm right there. Sorry.
Yep.
Got it.
We're heroes in a half shell, we're making a surprise. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pie. Fresh from the sewers to you. Their minds are delicious, you know that's true. Because they're filled with mutagen goo. Vanilla pudding, you got the tastiest, flakiest, greatest crust. Even better than our pizza. And it's free like us. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pie. Fresh from the sewers to you. Radically sweet. You can't beat it. And there's a free turtle sticker inside. That's me. New from Boston. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pie. Fresh from the sewers to you.
I probably did eat those growing up when they were out. I just don't remember what they taste like in any way, shape, or form.
Hey, so real quick before we continue, because Kevin was on, I didn't know if I wanted to ask this, but I don't know if you know, but in the original movie, probably the best one of all time, if you remember the scene where after I guess April shop gets burned down and they go to the house, there's a particular thing with the turtle yelling on the rooftop that I don't think anybody realized. If you remember what I'm talking about.
Kind of. It's been a while since I've seen it. I do remember the yelling. I don't remember exactly what they yelled.
Okay, so in the movie, remember how there was a turtle punching a punching bag.
Yep.
Everybody thinks it's Raph, but it's actually Mikey.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I didn't know if I wanted to I didn't know if Kevin knew about that or if he knew that was done on purpose. But maybe next time he comes on.
For the next, because since it took me two, press junkets to get to the Dream Beavers question.
Got it.
I will make sure that I'll put that in because I keep a notes of the questions I don't get to him.
Right.
Like I said, just to let everyone know how this works. With my Kevin Eastman interviews, is every podcast he's on gets 10 minutes, maybe 2 or 3 minutes more.
Yeah.
My whole philosophy, whether it's I'm at a comic book convention or whether I'm doing a podcast with whether it be my men in the chair, my co-host, my guests, whoever, part of sharing is sharing the time. So I try to be as respectful and as punctual as possible with people.
Of course, I mean it was it was probably 5 minutes. I don't even think it was 10, because I think he came on around the 7:50 mark, and then ended around 18 or 19. So yeah, I would say maybe around 10, but.
Yeah, like I said, I just try when it comes to when they say, the way they word the emails, I just try. I keep that in my head, and so I always keep a list of for the next junket, I didn't get to this, I didn't get to this, I didn't get to this. So I try to balance these out between being a fanboy, because like I said, I was tortured in fucking high school.
Yeah.
I really
But
was. And one of the finest things I can always remember was coming home uh, from ordering food from a place called Lakeside Pizza up in Newark, New Jersey, which is no longer there. Love you, Bob. You made the greatest food in the world. I used to order half a pie, a batch of cookies, and a drink. And I used to watch Turtles on WPIX, which is
yeah,
now the WB or whatever they want to call themselves nowadays.
yeah, and going back to the rooftop thing, the one thing that people didn't notice was that it's Mikey, but then when he yells Splinter, it's actually Raphael's voice dubbed over Mikey.
Oh, wow.
So
That's an interesting tidbit. It's been a while since, you know, I watched the originals, and I do love the first two movies.
yeah,
The third one with the dinosaurs and the going back in time, it kind of,
you mean Japan?
yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of have I like it, but it's not as much as I wanted to.
Oh yeah, I mean I love it, but it doesn't follow the story whatsoever.
You know, and also another little tidbit from the first movie. In the movie, it's the pizza the place they're ordering from is Domino's. But in real life, all the promotional stuff was done via Pizza Hut.
Nice.
You know,
Oh, actually, another tidbit I found out about. I believe the pizza delivery kid in 2 is also Donatello's voice,
that would make sense.
if I'm not mistaken,
Mm-hmm.
in the second movie. Yeah, found
Nice.
that out recently. So
Yeah, that's sweet. You seen Mutant Mayhem yet?
I've seen it probably 2.5 times already.
What are your thoughts on it?
I love it. I love it. Um, again, it was something different, something out of left field. I mean, I do know that there will be a video game based off of Mutant Mayhem.
I saw that. I know that they also just released they either are releasing or just released the game based on Last Ronin.
I don't know if they released the game.
I know I've seen the trailer.
Yeah, I don't know if they released the game, but I know it's in development. I doubt it's released.
I know I've seen a trailer on it floating around somewhere too.
I'm gonna try to see what the situation with that is
Yeah,
really quick.
but I still say the best TMNT video game to come out in recent times was Revenge of the Shredder.
Yeah, the reveal trailer came out a month ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, you're thinking about the trailer, but I
Yep.
know there will be a game based off of Mutant Mayhem as well.
Yep.
Um,
Good time
yeah.
to be. I gotta say, this is just a really, really good time to be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan.
Oh yeah, man.
I know we had a couple years that, you know, anyone knows, and I'm not a fan of the Michael Bay stuff at all. Those two movies, they had good points, but they're very hard to watch.
I mean, the only reason I was a fan of the Michael Bay one was because Stephen Amell was Casey Jones in the second one, and I was a big Arrow fan, and still am, to be honest. Also, speaking of Stephen Amell, the season 2 finale of Heels is incredible. I pray
Cool, I can
to
finally catch up on Heels
yeah,
because
I pray to the gods once the strike is over, they get a season 3, because yeah, it'll be interesting how that story goes moving forward.
hey, if Stephen Amell wants to get some work while the strike is going on, he could just hang out with his buddy in WWE. Now, him and
I
Cody
mean, I
Rhodes,
don't. Yeah, I don't know if he really wants to do that though. I know he's got a bunch of stuff in development. I thought there was like a Code 8 sequel or something going on. I don't know what's
like I
going on.
said, he had that one final episode in Flash season 9, which I thought was a beautiful tale ending to the entire Arrowverse as a whole.
Yeah.
As I'm starting to rewatch Flash from season 1, just because Netflix crapped out on me last night, so I forgot where I was in season 9. So I said I'll just start from season 1. As I was waiting for my phone to unfreeze, because even with the reset, it was being a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Easy there, buddy.
No, I'm good. I'm good. It's not what you think.
Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, it's also allergy season this time of year too. I think in another week or two, my allergies are gonna start killing me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just been unseasonably warm the last 2 weeks too, which I find interesting.
Yeah, that's weird, right?
So far, just thank God. I don't think we're gonna get any damage from Hurricane Lee. Thank God.
I don't think so.
Thank God. Like I said, just that weird thing.
Yeah.
You playing any cool video games at the moment?
Oh man, video games has been like the thing that I've definitely been taking a break on. So, I would be excited to check out Spider-Man 2. Now that everything,
Yeah.
yeah.
Did that drop yet?
No, I believe it drops in October.
I know that they were releasing all the footage and trailer. There was a Spidey versus Venom thing they dropped at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, I know the state of play was happening yesterday when I was at work for PlayStation, so I might want to recheck that out if I can to see like what's in development or what they have going on.
Nice. You looking forward to Loki season 2?
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna rewatch season 1 just to make sure I'm caught up. I'll probably do that during the week just to make sure I'm caught up. Yeah, I'm excited,
Like I said,
man.
we still got some time before Loki drops. Right now,
Yeah, we do.
The big thing I know we're going to start reviewing as of Tuesday, and I know at this point we're all caught up, is Ahsoka.
Yeah.
We finally got good Star Wars.
Yeah, fun. Yeah. It's been like one show that I've definitely been like eyes peeled to, so I would agree with that.
Like I said, at this point, if they want to give us a full Vader show with Hayden Christensen, I'm all for it right now.
Right?
With David Filoni at the front.
Yeah.
Because Hayden looked good. He looked like he's having fun with the role for once.
Yeah, that's what people have been saying, that he's been enjoying it.
Like you have to admit, I think some of the cast of Phantom Menace Episode 1 were cursed. I mean, you had the little kid who played Anakin who wound up having mental illness and you don't even hear from anymore. Yeah, Abed who played Jar Jar, have his issues.
Right.
Like Anakin dropped off the face of the earth for a while. The only one that really prospered was Natalie Portman, and that's debatable.
Super debatable.
I think her biggest franchise after that was Thor, and thanks to her being unhappy there, she probably could have been playing the Thunder Goddess 3 years, but I don't think they want to go back to that.
Yeah.
So it's just a good time to be a fanboy right now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a lot going on. I mean, unfortunately, the strike is kind of killing everything.
I have to come to a decision soon. I mean, I just have a lot of my friends who are on the mainstream side of things
Yep.
who got mortgages to pay, who had mortgages to pay and families to support this. And I'm not talking in front of the camera.
Right.
I'm talking to people who set up lighting, set designers, caterers, and people. Hey, to all you, I don't have to be family friendly anymore. To any of you fuckers who think that putting together a TV show, a stage play, a movie, and anything entertainment, is easy or it can be done by yourself, you're kidding yourself.
Exactly.
It takes a village, and you know, I support everyone in the unions. No, uh, you know, the only reason that Awesome Sauce Radio is on the air is I decided a while back I did not want to be in any union at the moment, and I just have no hopes. If I do anything, there is something for the Adult Performers Guild that piques my interest. Because at the end of the day, I'm I am I am not a mainstream guy. I never have been. I dabble in it. If I cross over, I cross over. If not, I'm an erotic stand-up comedian. You deal with my filthy mouth and you deal with it, man. But that's just how it is. No, at the end of the day, I'm still that punk fat kid who was a fan of doing stand-up comedy and telling the dirtiest jokes and getting in school suspensions every other day because no teacher in high school or even out in public now wants to hear the freedom of speech argument. I say they got the freedom not to hear my dirty mouth, whatever that means. And after the fifth time you get your mouth washed out with soap, it just tastes like chocolate. To all your parents who wash your kids' mouth out with soap, it's like it does no fucking good, man. Nope. No. My parents washed my mouth out with soap plenty of times. And we got almost 800 and something episodes of me swearing up a storm. Wash your mouth out with soap. Really? Crazy parents. So, and being a comic book fan. I mean, and today, as I tell everyone, chase your dreams. You just might catch them. Because back in 88, 89, 90, I was a fan of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I never fought through the grace of God and through working hard and by chasing my dream that I would have Kevin Eastman as a friend. And having the pleasure to talk to him the way I do twice a year. So you never know what you can do until you try.
Yep.
I mean, and get a good crew behind you. They're going to talk about bring it back to the Flash. His villains are the Rogues.
Uh-huh.
They're a group of friends who are like a family who have the common goal. They all want to beat the crap out of the Flash and rob some banks and get some girls. That's the reason I got guys like JV. I am JV Wills. I'll take a vote. There's another guy he'll be back on Tuesday. His name is Calamity Collectibles. When I don't want to throw him off the building, and trust me, I've thought about throwing him off JWB George Washington Bridge at least twice. But as much as that kid drives me crazy, I would do anything for that kid. And now we're just three people with very different disabilities, who have our issues, who once a week, for the grace of God and my crazy ass, get together and get to have some fun and talk some trash and review some things that we love.
Yeah.
and torture me. So just go ahead, chase your dreams. You might be surprised with what you get at the end. You and I are in that same age bracket.
35.
All right, a little younger. No harm, no foul. But
You're a little younger?
yeah, I said you're a little younger than me.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute. Let's check the fact sheet.
No. I'm not denying that, man. For the grace of God, I do turn around number in a couple weeks.
Nice.
In fact, we may be doing on the 10th. We may be doing a hungover special.
Oh, boy.
I said my birthday falls on a Monday this year.
I got to see if I'm working or not
That's fine.
before I can agree to that one.
Yeah, but you remember good old fashioned drug PSA commercials?
Oh, all the time.
Well, I don't know what the 1980s, the early 1990s were thinking. And maybe the reason I found drugs so appealing is because I was told not to do them by frying pans and eggs and Pee Wee Herman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles of all things. So can you roll this PSA so I can make fun of it for a minute?
Gotcha. Oh.
I can't believe this, man. This is just...
Hey, Joey. I got something to try. What is it? Pot. Marijuana. Oh, well, I don't know. What, chicken?
Joey's in a jam. What should he do? Cake.
Get a pizza.
Excellent. Get a pizza. Get real.
Get out of
You got it. Let's see if Joey's that smart.
I'm not chicken. You're a turkey.
He's right. Drug dealers are dorks. Don't even talk to him. Cowabunga!
Yeah.
All right. This is like the 5th time I've watched this today, at least. And I'll probably show it again to get Mark's opinion on Tuesday.
I think we've already seen that.
Yeah, I may have played this a couple of times.
Probably. Question.
Yes.
Do you know that kid from the meme? Like the meme that
Oh, the Turtles meme?
No, the one that stutters. Like, have you had like I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but I'll send it to you whenever I find it. But why does Joey remind me of that kid?
I have no clue.
I'll send it to you and then go back, listen to Joey's voice, because I swear they might be the same person.
Maybe. It's just... I am impressed that they got the 87 cartoon cast to play the roles of the voices in this.
Yeah.
So it is Townsend Common, Rob Paulson, Clem Clark, and the other dude whose name I forget at the moment.
The other dude.
Yeah.
This is the cast from the 80s, you said, or 90s?
87, yeah.
86. TNT.
I guess Tasman was Michelangelo. Rob was Raphael. Clem was Leonardo. I'm just blanking out who played Donatello at the moment.
Alright, hold on. I'm going to try to find it. IMDb. Here we go.
IMDb.
Who are you trying to find?
Who played Donatello in the 87 TMNT cartoon?
Barry Gordon.
Barry Gordon. All right. Because the other three I remember by heart because I encountered them a couple times here at various conventions.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping at New York Comic Con I can get a couple minutes of Rob Paulson on camera.
That'd be cool.
It's like one of my goals is New York Comic Con is only 3 weeks away now too.
That's crazy. I remember
Where's this
you.
year? Where is this year going? I feel like it was only January not too long ago.
Facts, bro. I remember I was broke 8 months ago.
Hey man, I thought I wasn't gonna have I thought I wasn't gonna be getting an apartment, a place of my own, and
Yeah.
advancing the company as a whole altogether 8 months ago too. So
Yeah.
good things are happening to all of us at this point behind the scenes.
I know, right?
I thought 8 months ago Calamity was going to retire, but a couple people great through the grace of God talked about it doing it.
Yeah.
So like I said, bad times will pass. This is America where the streets are paved with gold.
There you go.
You don't need sight to have a vision. It's not what happens, it's what we do about it.
Right.
Go chase your dreams.
There we
You
go.
never know what will happen. You'll make friends. You'll have experiences. You may get paid later made. It may be eternal power. Yeah.
Where's the mom?
Once again, I want to thank Kevin Eastman for being tonight's special guest. KevinEastmanStudios.com, IDWPublishing.com. Through the grace of God, I'll get to do this with Kevin Eastman again in 2024. Remember, I love you all. Have a blessed weekend.
Yeah, man.
Shalom. Blind Adam out.